Greetings, everyone. We are back into stage 6 load shedding. We are scheduled in my area to have load shedding shortly. So before they switch off, let's take your questions. If you have questions, bring your questions now so that we'll respond. We are discussing challenges in the offices of VFS. We recorded a video yesterday, I think, which spoke about the Pretoria office, VFS Pretoria office. We had said in the video that we've spoken to the management, we wrote to them, they responded, they needed evidence. We did provide evidence on what is going on. They said they will continue to investigate, they will carry out their own investigations. And we asked you if you have any information to share so that we assist each other, so that when people submit their applications, it's a smooth process. But before I get to the comments that were posted, let me just say this. I realize that when we record political videos, for instance, we're discussing the conflict in Sudan. Most of you, you do not watch those videos. When we discuss politics in Zimbabwe, you do not watch. But when we are discussing payments, ZEP, waivers, thousands of you follow. We need to talk about this some other time. But let's get to discuss the VFS offices. So, Comrade Jonas Hlongwane writes, referring to the Pretoria office, he writes, says, I was there with my wife renewing her relative permit. The level of corruption in there is unstoppable. Those VFS officials were using security and Nigerian guys who were operating internet cafe on the first floor. Security blocks everyone from ground floor and give them numbers. But believe me, you can be number 9, but it won't submit on the same. Those Nigerian guys came on the ground floor aligning with security like they are taking people who need something in the internet cafe, but they were taking them into VFS offices, charging 250 rands back then. I took pictures of those Nigerians and security personnel who were on duty that day, sent email to VFS and attached their photos, but the reply from them was, we will investigate and come back. After a month, they came back and said, we sent private investigator for a week. He or she didn't notice what I said, but they will put preventive measures. No, thanks for this, Jonas. The fact that you submitted, you wrote to VFS, they promised to investigate. We really thank you for this. Comrade Sylvia Dana says, Mr. Mabena, good morning. Kuna uri kana uri ZEP holder ukapiwa madays paboda ukasadindisa back, is it an overstay? Sylvia Dana, you refuse to teach me Shona. You must give me Shona lessons. We have recorded a video that because initially the position has been that if you're a holder of ZEP, your days expire on the day of the expire of the grace period, which is 30th of June, 2023. Other people, when they get to the port of entry, they simply tell the officers to say, I'm a holder of ZEP, can you give me up to 30 June? And the officers do that. Others, they simply hand over their passports without asking them to give them up to 30 June. But we have said in the previous video that if you were given days, because it will depend with the attitude of the official when you then go to the border. Some official might place a ban on your passport, and it will become difficult to to remove the ban. We are assisting people, and I might say we are struggling, assisting people, many ZTP holders who have a ban on their passports to have it lifted. It has taken us over 3-4 months some even more. We are actually struggling to get those bans lifted. So the best advice is that just get to the nearest port of entry and stamp your passport. Comrade Batsirai Maunganize says, "Hi, Mr. Mapena. Do you have any ZTP holder who applied for a general work visa and got positive outcome after waiver?" I think someone in one of our groups, someone posted a permit, a general work permit, a general work visa, which was issued after they submitted. Yeah, I think I saw that yesterday. So there are some, of course, that are receiving their general work visas. Comrade Patience Mutau says, let us all call Home Affairs direct so that VFS is determined to handle the applications. As I said, Comrade Patience Mudau, I did share the letter with the officials at Home Affairs to alert them on what is happening at VFS. Apparently, it appears it's one office that is in Pretoria. I haven't heard complaints in Polokwane, in Nelspruit, in KZN, in Cape Town. I haven't heard. I know that people say we have been saying that they do not submit, they are not required to submit in Rivonia, but I heard that some are beginning to submit there, something which I have to verify. But it appears is the Pretoria office. And Comrade Bobotega Moyo writes, when we submitted last year in October, comrade, they were paying to be in front. My appointment was at 11, but I ended up going back at 6. Some were told they are missing some papers, so they had to pay for that corruption. There's too much. Their boss are working with the inside lady. That's very sad. That's very sad. I will share some of these comments with the management of VFS because they say they are investigating, but it appears they are not getting into the bottom of the problem. Uh, 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 and of course, someone wrote in one of our groups that we also like to pay. We also like bribes. We want to, so that we don't queue. That again is a problem. Comrade Kepus Banda writes, how are you, Mr. Mapena? I've received my waiver. Now is the now the problem is that I paid but didn't reflect after that. Now I can't see my name. But you say you have received your waiver. Then you say the problem is that you paid, it doesn't reflect. Maybe you were trying to say you have applied for a waiver, but the payment does not reflect and you have not yet submitted. That will then make some bit of for me to understand. Please visit your nearest VFS office and prove to them that you have paid so that they can sort you out, Comrade Kepus Banda. Comrade Patience Mutao says, also let us all sign a petition to Home Affairs Minister and say all their consultants must wear name tags for identification on any corrupt activities. Excuse me. We will certainly raise these issues as we continue to raise them because our understanding is that it is VFS officials that are attending to the applicants. We didn't know that there are other people that are not employed by VFS because VFS is an agent. So if then there are other people that work for officials inside, that will be wrong. Comrade Duduzile Spindi Manala says, good morning, Mr. Mapena. For that person who got the permit is for how many years? I think it's for 4 years. Yeah, I think it's for 4 years. Comrade Kepuspan, you're saying is the permit. You are saying you have applied for a waiver, you have paid for the application of the visa, but it doesn't appear. Please visit your nearest VFS office so that they can assist you. And then Wanda Banda says, hi, Mr. Mapena, was injured on duty June last year in foreign country. The IOP Injury on duty Labor Department requested for all receipts of which our HR department did. Unfortunately, to be told that they cannot process claim because my work permit is expired. I'm a ZTP holder and waiting for the waiver. Is there a way I can forward my claim, please? My WhatsApp, comrade, one Wanda is 0833401000. You can WhatsApp me. We link you up with a trade union that can take up your case. We also work with no attorneys. They can assist on pro bono on such cases. Comrade Kepuspan, you are saying I received the waiver and what is not reflecting is for the general permit. Yes, this is why I'm saying, because now you have your waiver, just to visit VFS so that you are able to you are able to apply for for your permit, so that you don't have problems. I'm trying to check the other questions in my other gadget from comrades that are on TikTok on the questions that they posted. Um, one comrade says I should visit. VFS office, yes, we will try to visit VFS offices to see for ourselves what is happening. We will do so. We'll arrange to do so in the next 2 weeks to visit Pretoria if our schedule does allow. Then the comrade who doesn't have a name, comrades on TikTok, they don't have a name, says, I'm Mapena, I was trying to book the date online for the waiver, but I can't pay online. Do you know someone who can help me? We have an Telegram group where we have comrades that are assisting others. So just join our Telegram group. If you have challenges, we have so many good comrades there that are assisting you, whether you are having challenges in terms of getting a slot, whether you're having challenges of getting getting your money to reflect that you paid as proof. They are going to assist you. There are also others that are unable to write motivation letters. Please join Telegram group. There are many comrades there that are assisting, so that you are able to get assistance. No, thanks for the compliment, Comrade Kepus Panda. You say you're always a hero. No, thanks so much. And one comrade here wrote Mapena for president. We'll talk about that some other time. Comrade Nomsa Mawarire says, morning, Mr. Mapena. Can they open another place in Midrand for us to submit? Because it looks like Pretoria is a nightmare. We will certainly raise this. Because you remember in 2014 and in 2017, it was in Midrand. So we'll raise this with them so that they can open it up so that we have a smooth process in terms of submitting. And I know that even in Midrand there were queues because there are many people that are submitting. Comrade Edias Taipei says, Comrade Mapena, what is the actual procedure for people running their own business registered as well? Do I write those letters myself when applying? And the 5 million issue as well, must I waiver that as well? Yes, because your company is registered, but it doesn't have assets that are worth 5 million rands. You need then to apply for a waiver to say you do not meet the threshold, and you are asking them to waiver that requirement so that they can grant you a business visa. Comrade Sanelisiwe Mkandla says, good morning, Mapena. How much is the general work visa? I didn't check, but last time I checked, I think it was 2,800 rands, money that you pay into the account, but other comrades can assist. Comrade Richie Dube says, anyone who applied for a waiver in June and they got it in June last year, what I'm realizing is that comrades that applied early last year, they have not received their waivers. But some that have applied recently, they are getting their waivers. So maybe Comrade Richard Dube, you need to go back to VFS and inquire and ask them on what is happening to your application. Because we had thought that they will deal firstly with the applications that were received last year. But it appears maybe they now deal with those that they are currently receiving. But please go and inquire, because there's no need, in my view, to apply twice. If you applied last year, there's no need to apply now. Comrades, thank you so much. Like I said, we were about to be hit with load shedding. Please like this video, circulate, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Please keep your questions coming. And if you want to join our Telegram chat group so that you get assistance, my WhatsApp number, you know it, it's, let me just write here. For those outside South Africa is +27833401000. Please WhatsApp me. I might respond to your WhatsApp in the early hours of the morning, but please do send your message. Then we'll give you a link to join our Telegram group so that most of these questions we're able to deal with them in that platform. Otherwise, have a great day. Goodbye.